As the state of Kerala is all set to go to polls, one of the most relevant questions is the role of women in politics of Kerala. In a state where there are around 2.68 crore voters, the total number of women voters in the state is 1.38 crores, which is significantly higher than that of men. And therefore, it becomes extremely significant to know what is the role of women in Kerala's politics. And joining me in this conversation is the leader of various parties. We have Veena Nair from the Congress party, we have Gayatri Babu from the CPM, and of course Raj Shri representing the BJP. So welcome all to a interesting conversation that we want to have with all of you. So first the question is, what do you think is the role of women in Kerala's politics? Quickly.
As you said, more than 1 crore voters are women voters, right? So if you take India altogether and if you take Kerala state, also more than 52% voters are from one gender, that is women. So naturally, we have a lot of space, especially when the women reservation is going to be. We are awaiting the implementation of women reservation. Naturally, more women will have to come to politics.
A lot of women have to come to Gayatri. So when you look into it, you have also been an elected representative. How has your insight been about the role of women in politics in Kerala?
The role of women in politics in Kerala, if you ask me, it is really important when it comes to the social indicators of Kerala in general, because the role of women in politics is not something that we can see in isolation, right? There are a lot of other factors which bring them into politics, and in Kerala has aided all those the entry to politics for all.
That's interesting. What in Kerala has aided that? According to you, if you ask me, what is the biggest factor that has aided you to come to politics?
See, that is social empowerment. I think women in Kerala are more privileged than any other.
Do you agree with that? Women in Kerala are more privileged. How do you see it?
Women in Kerala, generally speaking, women in Kerala, though we say that, we are all empowered, and sometimes, we are empowered women who are always, oppressed, you can say. In family, in society, in any institution you take, institutionalized, wherever you are. Though we say about empowerment a lot, many times what I feel in grassroots reality, there is oppression.
There's oppression in grassroots. I mean, Veena, when you see, I have seen you going to jail and all after a protest and all. So tell us, what was it? What was it when you went to jail? What did you feel, and how were things during? Because you were in the peak of the protest, and then a bunch of women went to jail. What did you feel then?
I don't know how to express that because going to jail is not a good thing at all for any human being, I believe. Because your whole of your freedom is curtailed. You cannot speak. You cannot have any kind of freedom a human being actually enjoys outside the jail. So in that way, right from the food to sleep to being vocal, you have a lot.
Being vocal, Gayatri, that is one thing. I have seen you being very vocal about.
She's always been very vocal. I don't know if in jail we have to ask the jailers.
Of the jail, you cannot. You simply cannot. You simply can. That's what I meant.
In the political, I've seen your Facebook and the social media, but you're also pretty vocal about your ideology. What gives you that kind of a power to that space? Has it come from the support of the family, or is it something that you earned by yourself?
So that is a privilege I told you about. So one thing is that you get the family support. Second thing is that you're not afraid to be vocal in Kerala. That is one important thing. We are not, because our political opinions, or any opinion for that matter, even we have issues with movies, and then being vocal about that also is safe here. So I am not scared. It might not be the case when I'm elsewhere. For example, my husband is studying in Gujarat, and I don't know if I'll be that vocal in Gujarat. Is one thing.
What do you think? Do you think
I have a slight difference of opinion to that because way back in 2021, I still remember I posted something on Facebook regarding the PR campaign of the then Pinarayi government. And I got a notice from Ernakulam Central Police Station asking me to be present in the police station despite the COVID situation that lockdown was going on. They have filed a case against me. And recently that, the government withdrew the case from the I had applied for quashing the case. So it was hardly 3 or 4 weeks ago, the government...
Things are definitely heating up over here. I can sense it. Things are heating up. You know, one thing what's important, they say...
Add something to that, like it's something similar. Though we say that we can speak for ourselves and so on, but many a times, this happens. Recently, sometime back, the same kind of things. I actually also, not from my personal experience, but I came to know about my friend's family. Because of one post, their phones were confiscated and many of something related to the government.
So there is a restriction. So it's definitely interesting. I just want to ask all of you guys. I'm not supporting this idea. People say women gossip more than men. Is it true? And I feel covering Kerala politics, I think men in politics gossip more than men. How do you do it?
So, see, the thing is that I'm sure that most of the women have good male friends.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's... both
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. No, I have equal number of friends from males, females, transgenders or any. But the thing is, like she said, we know a lot of males from politics, especially when
Do men gossip more than?
they gossip a lot, and I can't say.
Do you agree to that?
Personally, no, not like that. But genuine, like because maybe, and I'm not exposed as they are to a lot of.
But you are a professor. You've seen your younger generation, Gen Z. What happens in
I
there?
work in a women's college, and I happen to see a lot of women every time and everywhere. And my exposure to men.
She's overexposed to women. Is that good? Is that good or no?
I don't know that you have...
Not really, but now.
Not really?
No, yeah, because we need to actually, because we are always.
After a point, it's boring. No?
Not just.
What do?
Perspective changes after a point of
Okay,
time.
Gayatri, you said it's boring. What do men bring into the table that makes things unboring?
I don't think they bring anything very important to the table as such, like something more important than what we bring to the table. But still, I wouldn't say that they gossip more. I would say that they gossip equally. Yeah, they are not some saints who stay away from gossips or anything.
But I personally feel that when you have good friendship with the opposite gender, there is least chance of developing gender ego. That is very true. I have even faced similar situations several times in my life. So I have female friends, of course, but as a woman, I think we have a better space among our male friends. They are a little more trustworthy, to be very honest.
With that point,
Gay factor is much less among men, I guess.
jealousy factor is very less. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, all of you agree to that. That's quite interesting. We are in Tiruvallur.
Males and females make a better friendship combo.
Is it? Okay, that they have found some kind of an understanding in that. I just want to ask you, because we are sitting in Thiruvananthapuram, because there was a local body election, we have a new, first time, there's a BJP representation which has come over here. In this coming election, do you think Thiruvananthapuram is going to be a very tightly contested election?
Thiruvananthapuram has always had that tight contest every time in every assembly election. This time again that would happen, not because BJP has come to power in the corporation, but because it has always had that history of tight competition. Trivandrum is a place where people from a different part of the state are living, and then they automatically have changed their voting to.
So, do you think that is advantage for the CPM?
Of course, I think there's an advantage for CPM across Kerala.
What do you see? Has Kerala done well in terms of development? Or
I don't think so. See, one prime example. As a Trivandrumite, I become quite very much emotional when we talk about the metro. why has not the metro happened in Trivandrum?
They are saying, but CPM is saying we got the Adani group, the investment is there in port, the airport is getting better, there is a highway that is connecting, and all that. That is what CPM is saying.
Who brought development?
Like I said, like the
Vizhinjam Port, Kochi Metro, if you take the Kannur International Airport, all were the major contributions of Women Chandigarh, which
see, yeah, it's like some leaders said, there is no point that you write something or you say something. When it comes to reality is when people get to realize that.
Do you think that there is some kind of Modi has brought in some kind of the development that can be seen, and do you think the state is also copying in some way what the BJP is doing in the center, or something like that? How do you see?
I cannot say that if they are copying or not. Where something is good, you can imbibe.
What do you think? The criticism is mainly that the center is not doing enough for the state of Kerala. How do you respond to that?
No, actually, many of projects that we see around, it's actually from the central, right? So, and
a lot of
also
projects where
actually, what she was also making the same point about the development.
they're expecting a blueprint of the Trivandrum.
they're asking the blueprint. They're asking for the blueprint of Thiruvananthapuram.
They even insulted our mayor. They didn't let him get,
I remember many Congress party workers saying that it is because of the current mayor that they lost power in Thiruvananthapuram. Do you stand by that?
You mean Arya Rajendran? Yeah. To some extent, I think that is true because so many controversies have. See, if you take the Attugal Pongala, I don't know if this thing happens anywhere else in the, as part of a temple festival. Some kind of corruption is happening. What stupidity is that? Buying parota and chicken curry for workers as part of Pongala cleaning, where no Pongala has actually happened during the COVID time. That was a huge controversy in Kerala.
And the elections are near. What do you think women want the women in the state of Kerala want from the next government that is going to come to power?
See, if you take the theme of Women's Day this year in 2026, it again talks about justice, equality and all those. So the basic Indian concept is that yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra. We always talk about giving respect. Women are considered. It already says that where women is worshipped lies the abode of goddess. But I don't know.
What about you?
See, I don't believe in this. The theme she said is right, but I don't believe in these themes because these are not reviewed yearly, right? The UN always gives out a theme and then they don't care about it later. But what I believe is that what people would be saying is this is one handbook I got from the Asha workers of Kerala. So this is the deep-rooted public healthcare system here and the public education system in Kerala. That the overall general development in Kerala.
I just want to get back. You work with Gen Z. What is the feeling that you're getting? Are they going to vote or no? Women, because they're all women. Are they going to vote or no?
No, I haven't asked them, but general perception is, kids are also aware of what is happening around us. They have a general perception of what is happening.
They're very much aware?
Yeah, because not because maybe they are into politics, but most of the time through social media they are actually updated. Years back we used to tell them to read a newspaper, but we don't have to do it now because they are aware because some intentionally read, but unintentionally also they come.
One of the biggest questions I just want to ask all of you, they are all aware, but many of them want to leave Kerala. Why? Why, Gayatri? Why so many kids are going to study outside? They want to settle outside. Is that okay for the state? Do you think that trend should go?
We talk about it a lot and we believe that Kerala has a lot of youth migration like some leaders said, but it is not the biggest in India and all. But how do these kids get to go abroad is one question because of the financial backing they have at their homes, right? Most of them.
Because they have Adharams and all at home.
Okay.
That is it.
People are pledging their...
Going.
How did they get the house?
The problem what I feel is because many a times kids come for LOR.
That is only through their generation's heart.
Even the minorities in Kerala have land. How?
See,
That is because of...
That is the
I have something to say about it because I see a lot of parents coming for LOR with their kids, and to go abroad. But many a times they are in debt and they go abroad, they work, and they come back, without getting anything. And one more thing, I need to complete this actually. So a lot of money is flowing from this particular one state, one country to the other. But we don't actually get and when are they going to get it back? They don't actually.
Ashwinji, actually, Gayatri was talking about, showing the booklet and talking about ASHA workers. No. Has this government been able to deliver justice to the ASHA workers in Kerala?
I totally believe. Now, my one question is, this is one thing that I see, this is one thing.
Hair. I had shortened my hair as part of a protest, giving Aikyadatam to
That is quite personal. But the thing is, about ASHA workers, I need to say, that in the recent budget we could increase the honorarium. One thing is that there are limitations a state government can contribute to a voluntary work. But why isn't even now she's not raising the question, why isn't the
Gayatri,
central government giving anything?
Okay.
Nobody wants to raise
Gayatri,
that.
give me three factors. Let me just get to you. Give me three factors why CPM will come back to power. What did CPM do or the LDF do which will make it come back to power? What are the top three reasons according to you?
But first one is the welfare schemes to the youth and to recently to the care work of women. Second is development. Third is public health care.
Why do you think that when the Congress, if Congress comes to power or if Congress is going to power, what do you think is going to change?
See, in the last 9-10 years, all the isolated grounds, I mean areas of Kerala had become breeding grounds for drug sale. Drug mafias are running the state. So I think that is the
So you
first
think health
major.
has gone for a toss?
Yes. Obviously, the future of the youth got
You're saying welfare is
spoiled.
something that the government has done, which is
What
which will give them back the power.
are you talking about the social welfare pensions? They haven't made it 2,500 yet. That was there in the manifesto of LDF first.
You just imagine who is talking from 600 to 2000.
Yeah, the BJP person silent. I just want to ask you,
Because I
do you think welfare?
from the student migration thing, I had a point to make there because why a lot of students from our state is going abroad, because even though NEP is implemented,
Forget Siddharthan's issue.
One second.
Who lost life in Veterinary Sarvakalashala University.
Yeah, one second. Yeah, I know.
We can't
One
forget
second. So when NEP was, because in our state, NEP is not implemented in the correct sense of the term. There are a lot of gaps in it.
There are a lot of gaps. There are a lot of issues. She's saying on the Congress side, and they are saying the health is not that well. Welfare scheme is not implemented well. But let's leave all that. It's International Women's Day. It's
Health system is in the mortuary.
I see one thing, that is one allegation, but one thing that I would promisingly say that if I going to deliver in very few months, deliver a child, I wouldn't want to do it in any other state in India. Being in Kerala, I am very confident and feel very safe to deliver a child in Kerala, and I wouldn't want to do it in any other state compared to Kerala. I would
So relatively, Kerala is doing well in health is what she is arguing about. I'll take the last.
That is why the patients are having scissors in their stomach after the surgery.
That's
would you even, my question is this, would you even
so
dare
all these are going to change.
If you go to the hospital, you should first take an X-ray and go. And then
See, that's all this. See, we can have such humors a lot about. I can even say about it is one incident. So you are bombarding the media with one such
Okay,
incident.
but I want to get to the.
That this is the general picture of the
Okay,
public.
okay. I just want to get, because time is running out. I want to ask, one of the biggest gossips all the parties make, because I have covered here, Congress says CPM and BJP are together. One second.
It's only CPM.
CPM and BJP says Congress and CPM have an understanding. BJP says these two guys have an understanding. Okay, now give me one factor, just the top factor, where do you allege that these two guys are together? Why? Why do you think?
I will tell you just one
Quickly,
example. The place where I stay, Pangodu Varda. This time during the elections, we had a candidate from BJP and we had a candidate from CPI. Earlier, that seat was given to CPM. So the boy who contested for CPI was in the Shakha. 1 week ago, his candidature was declared.
If you're saying they have a tacit understanding, what do you think? Is there an understanding?
The local body. There is a clear-cut understanding between them. You see Matatur, you see Assam, you see Manipur, you see anywhere in India and in Kerala. You can, and then BJP confidently said, confidently.
Do you think the CPM and Congress are? Yeah.
BJP confidently said, and is always saying, if we get 35 seats, we'll come to power. How? Like in Matatur. How? Like in Kozhikode, we had.
Okay, fair. And what about? Do you think these two guys are?
Summonses to father and son duo. Daughters controversy is also there.
BJP is being able to buy elected representatives
Buy.
from
They're
Congress.
going to buy.
Buy elected representatives.
Okay.
And Congress.
No, I don't have to say that. No. I don't say anybody is together. Like I don't know actually. I don't know if they are together. Or,
BJP's leadership always alleged they have an understanding.
but like
They are together. They are part of the indie blocks outside Kerala.
yeah, they have. They might have, but no. Each party has their own stand.
So now let's big fight is going on. So now it's International Women's Day. So essentially, let's get to the final part of it. International Women's Day is coming. Women in politics. There should be more. Everybody agree to that? Yes or no? Everybody. There should be more women. And the question is, why should there be more women in politics?
See, we cannot forget A.V. Kuttimalu Amma, who took 3-month-old child to the jail as part of independence struggle. We cannot forget about Arya Pallam. We cannot forget about... We are sitting in Annie Musgreen soil. No? We need to have more women.
You?
Of course, we need more women.
Which are the women leaders that you have aspirations?
First we come across, like she said, all these people who are in the history. Yeah, a lot of people. Then we have, Captain Lakshmi. Then we have Gauri Amma. To remember all of these people, we can't forget them while we are in politics. But there is no, we can't say that we aspire to become one woman leader or one male leader. We aspire to become leaders of our own, in our own way, in our own modesty.
Yeah,
Who do you think? Which women leader do you?
No, I don't know. There are a lot of heroes, right, from women. Like, for example, Ahilya Bai Holkar or Rani Padmini, or like the...
In Kerala, this inspiration is there?
I think so. They are actually getting to know about them, getting inspired actually.
The only point is that Keram Thingam Kerala Natil Kera Gauri Barichilla. We need to have a woman CM sometime. I don't know.
Even Congress can contribute then.
That might happen.
I think one concern with all the fight that is going on, one thing they have agreed, they will all be happy when the day comes. There is a woman chief minister for Kerala. Women have been working in politics and the background. They have been campaigning. They have been on the streets and they are coming up in power. What needs to be seen on this International Women's Day when they will take up the mantle, when they will take up the leadership. Ashwin Nandakumar with the video journalists Anand and Anup for NDTV, Thiruvananthapuram.